Detours. Brought to you by Sports and Spokes, the magazine for wheelchair sports and recreation. Jacob Tyree is the head coach of the University of Illinois wheelchair basketball team, bringing passion, experience, and leadership to one of the most storied programs in adaptive sports. A former elite player himself, Tyree has dedicated his career to developing athletes both on and off the court. We spoke to Tyree at the recent National Intercollegiate Wheelchair Basketball Tournament hosted by the University of Illinois, Champaign.
To see the evolution of our sport, even the last decade, how far we've come. Women out here are still competing right now, and how awesome it is that we have a collegiate national tournament that is hosting both the men and the women's divisions in tandem. And it just really it's to bring that together the entire community. We're really interconnected, so it's a shame when that ends up getting separated just for financial reasons. So it's wonderful that we get to do that here at State Farm and just kind of continue to build that legacy. It was literally founded here in 1948 on campus. Like Dr. Tim Nugent started wheelchair basketball in America through this campus. The ADA was founded through this campus. So everything really stemmed from here, and how much history and legacy is just surrounded in this building, and really the 2-mile radius from where we're sitting right now paves way for where we're at today. That's just really cool to be part of. I learned a lot. I think the two biggest maybe aha moments were how much of the job is spent recruiting, and then how much of it has nothing to do with basketball. And I feel like I'm a dad to 13 college guys is really what it kind of sums down to. And it's not being a coach. It's being their friend when they need a friend to lean on. It's when they're having issues with their teammates. They're having relationship troubles, and they want somebody else to kind of pick their brain and give relationship advice. I'm an academic advisor at times. I'm a financial advisor at times when they're spending their money recklessly. And just being there as a support system in a variety of different ways. That's not, hey, what are we doing in practice today? Or pushing you to be a better basketball player. And then how much time is really spent recruiting, how much effort goes into that. We want to recruit athletes with talent at a collegiate level, but even more importantly is, what do our athletes go on to do and impact the rest of the world or their communities back home? Who are they as people? Because we don't want them just coming to college and just playing a sport. That's just not what we look for within our athletes here at Illinois. And we want the whole picture. We want the picture of the time that you come in and you're developing as a junior athlete, to the 4 to 5 years that you're going to spend here on campus, to the next 40 to 50 years that you're out in a professional career. And what are you doing with that? How are you impacting the lives around you to make the world a better place?
We'd like to take a minute to thank our sponsor, Sports and Spokes magazine. For nearly 50 years, they've produced stories on iconic athletes performing at the top of their game, given generational coverage of sports dating back to the 1970s, and they've shown the way with exciting and timeless magazine cover shots. To stay on top of all the latest news from the world of high-performance adaptive sports, go to sportsandspokes.com. Sports and Spokes, the magazine for wheelchair sports and recreation.
So I was on the USA kind of high performance pipeline. I was on the U23 team in 2013. I got to fill in 2014. That was an opportunity to go to Turkey. And so as a class 1, I had some health issues, kind of fell out of it. I was in Southwest Virginia, so I didn't have the competition to train at that elite level anymore. And coming back here and having access to resources that I could train like that again, a lot of people are like, hey, are you making a run for 28? Martrell Stevens is the reason I'm not doing that. I get to watch this young man develop in a way that I know I would never be able to. I would rather my time go into helping him grow. And he's that player. I have an incredible lineup of athletes, and RJ is a very underrated big. And when he shows up and he is mentally locked into a game, you can see it in his eyes. It is a very distinct look in him. And when he is on, he is on. He lives in that top zone. And when he does that, he elevates every single player around him. Martrell is an on-court leader, and he gets to see and orchestrate it. But when he gets the ball into player like RJ's hands, that defense gets to come out. And then now Martrell gets to be that chess piece that just moves everybody else around. And RJ makes everybody up elevate with him. He can finish his shots. He plays big. His intensity is there. It's just that mental piece. When he's locked in, that's the only difference of when he plays at his best. Sebastian is a player with a lot of heart, a lot of passion to him. Those are kind of the characteristic words I would associate with who he is. The guy always has a smile on his face, even when he's in intense moments. He really stepped up as a freshman. We saw against Alabama, and just the talent that's on this team right now. I came in not knowing a single one of my players. And so it's really interesting to come in and then get to work with like such incredibly talented athletes and wonderful individuals. But Sebastian coming from New York, he's a kid from the Bronx and just a ball is life guy. I have to tell them like, hey, you cannot scrimmage today. I need you guys to be in good shape. And like, this is a rest period. We purposefully design our practices and our lifts the way that we need to get the maximum out of your body in this time frame. That doesn't mean, oh, you still feel like you have more. Great. That's because we've conditioned you to have more. Don't waste it in a scrimmage when I need you this weekend in tournament. So like, I have to rein them back in because they play basketball. They play basketball. And when they're off the court, they're playing NBA 2K. And I'm like, guys, that's still basketball. It's a video game, but it's still basketball. Like, go do something else. Find a hobby. Go to Michael's and just like pick an aisle. And like, that's the craft you guys are going to figure out for the next month or two.